We can't really have it both ways. We either live on a flat plane that all the people before 500 years ago believed in, or we live on a ball turning around itself on a wobbly axis around the sun, holding trillions of tons of heavy waters around the ball. Or actually, oh, no, sorry, it's a pear. Just imagine a pear turning around itself on a wobbly axis around the sun. That's quite a scene. Too bad we cannot see any pictures of that. Yet we won't question it at all when it comes out in our scientific community. We won't even question it. We won't even ask for a wobbly axis pear. Yet, with all our guts and all we have, we run away from flat Earth. It's so scary and it's so insulting to our ego, to our blueprint, that we refuse to even take a look at it. How could water, such a heavy matter, stick on a ball? And at the same time, you go and observe the lakes, many hundred square miles on the surface of them, that big of lakes, and you see the reflection of all the nature in them with no distortion at all. If there was any curvature, any little convexity, or any little concavity, you will be able to see that in the reflection of all the calm waters of the lakes in the world. And then you throw a little pebble in these lakes and you can see the soft waves going away. And yet, we believe that these lakes can stay this calm on a fast-moving ball, and if none of us will feel the heavy-duty mechanical, physical force that goes into those waters. We all have seen tsunamis and earthquakes, what they do to the water. If we were on a spinning ball or pear, we would be having tsunamis all the time. Yet we just have accepted it that that's not possible because the earth is on a cruising speed. And just like a car or an airplane, when it gets to a cruising speed, you don't feel it anymore. You feel at home. You can get up and walk. Hey, what about if you turn that airplane or that car around itself? See what happens. I was just in a very small airplane and it got into turbulence. It was the most scary thing. And what happened to our blood and everything. Yet when it comes to Earth, we just accept this theory that we're moving on a fast-moving planet and we never feel it. And that's just the way it is. It's so big. That's what my pilot friend was saying. Well, it's so big. Earth is so big that all of this are possible in it. The gravity is so hard, and then the surface tension and the atmospheric tension that is pushing all these waters into the center of gravity is so heavy that of course it will keep all these waters intact on the sides of a moving ball. Really, atmospheric pressure, if there was such a force, forcing the atmosphere on the surface of the waters and all the way to the center of the gravity, can we exist in such a pressure? All of these are theories. Every single fact on the globe side is a theory. Yet we don't really go and open up every little one of them and say, no, this is not right, show it to me. Scientific society, show it to me. Have we asked for such a thing? Has anyone measured the curvature of the earth in a scientific, mathematical way and showed it to the entire earth civilization? I don't think so. When you start looking for the facts, you will see that all you find are theories, CGI pictures, and non-truths, being lies. Okay, my pilot friend again was saying, the reason you cannot see well, I see the curvature from the cockpit of my plane all the time. I said, are you sure that it is a curvature? He says, yeah, I'm sure it's a curvature. I say, well, then how come it comes up to your eye level? How come? And how can you see it on the right and the left? It's not dropping away from you. He says, well, the earth is so big that you could just see a little piece of the curvature at any given time, no matter where you are. Okay. Well, according to our CGI picture of the blue ball, it's only 25,000 miles of circumference. That's a very measurable measurement. If we were going to measure the curves, and as you see all of these videos that are provided for you, and more videos that are coming out proving that if it was a curvature of 25,000 miles, you should be able to see a 16-foot drop on the other side of every 6 miles. Do you know how fast an airplane goes and how many miles it can see? It can see at least what? More than 100, more than 200, more than 500 miles. And it's not dropping away from your line of vision. It's very simple facts. What has happened to our common sense? Really, what has happened to our common sense? We cannot even trust our eyes. We cannot trust our senses. We have given our authority to the scientific community, totally believe whatever that comes out of their mouth is reality. And who was it that said, once you tell people that science says it, they won't even question it. They won't even go to the depths of proving it. Yet, when people hear about the flat earth, they sit down in details and taking it apart. It cannot be true. It cannot be true. Even when you show them facts. Is it not a fact that a river is running for hundreds of miles and it's not curving at all? It's not curving at all on the oceans. Isn't it a fact that we cannot measure any curvature for 80, 150 miles of ocean, horizon, or anywhere? That's not enough facts. It's not enough facts that water in any vacuum pressure container, no matter what you do with it, and if you turn it around itself, it's going to splash all over. It's not enough fact. It's not enough fact that the horizon always rises up to your eye level. That is impossible on a 25,000 mile circumference of a ball. And why is it that we do not question? Why don't we have a real picture of our Earth? Weren't all the moon landings and Mars landings done so we can see our Earth? Yet all the pictures are CGI pictures? Why don't we question that? That's a very important question that humanity has to ask. The International Space Station up there, out of the atmosphere, how is that even staying up there in no air zone with very little gravity affecting the atmosphere up there? Have you ever questioned that? How come they're not able to take any real pictures? maybe it's time for humanity to really examine our minds and our souls. Maybe it's time for us to have our own authority. Maybe it is time for us to start thinking with our real, true, independent minds and souls and examine our reality. If it is not important that we live on either a flat or a pear, if it's not really important, why do you think then it's been hidden from us? If there is a slightest little chance that it has been hidden from us, if there is a slightest little chance that the people in older times before 500 years ago had some reasons, wouldn't you be interested to know why that changed to this one and whether this has anything in its pockets of reality? First, you get shocked when you hear about flat Earth. Then you start looking at the facts. If you're not a shill or if you're not someone that is just not willing to let go with the cement in the mind, first you get shocked, then you look at the facts, and it just becomes more and more and more real and more obvious. Then you want to debunk it, and you go to the other side and you try to find any facts, and you almost find none. Hey, water can stay only in one position. It's either a curve or flat. It cannot be both. Cannot be both. We cannot be both going so fast around the sun and also be completely stationary with the entire universe included in our system. It cannot be both. Is it possible that we don't know about the flat earth model? Because if we knew about it, we would be way more awakened humanity. We will question our history. We will question the organizational powers of our world. We will question our connection to nature. And we will question who we are and why we are on this most magical, amazing Mother of Earth. We cannot have it both ways. Come on, let's look at our senses. Let's be true. Let's use our common sense for once after 500 years. Thank you.